Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to do another video on the Ferrari 250 GTO made by BBR models. Now we're going to do a in-depth review on this model. This is another one of my classic Ferraris that I have in my collection. I think I'm correct in still saying that this is the most expensive Ferrari ever made. I believe one sold in auction for around $60 million. I believe, I'm not entirely sure if that's, I think it might be a bit more. But these cars are extremely rare and extremely expensive in real life. So I had to add it to my classic Ferrari collection, being that it's such an iconic Ferrari. Now this model here is by BBR, it's limited edition. This model here is 199 out of 250 made. You get these certificates to declare that it's a limited series by BBR models. Like other resin models, it's quite nice to get. You also get this lifetime guarantee certificate by BBR, where if you open it up, it tells you the name of the model, Ferrari 250 GTO, the code name and the date, and signed by the person in the factory. Now these are really important to keep with the model. It just shows you that it's from BBR, not another company or other companies on the internet. So I always keep these in the boxes with the models, nice and safe with them. So the Ferrari 250 GTO, I hope you guys enjoy the classic Ferrari content on the channel. It doesn't seem to come across as popular as some of the modern day hypercars that I do. But I do like the classic Ferraris, and I will keep doing in-depth reviews on them. If you haven't seen my other videos on the Ferraris, I've uploaded the 250 TDF and the 275 GTB 4CAM. Those are all on the channel, and I've done in-depth reviews on them. So, the Ferrari 250 GTO, the most expensive Ferrari in the world. What is it all about? So the Ferrari 250 GTO is such an iconic car. They only made around 30 of these in real life. It has significant racing history in Le Mans and some other racing series, and it's just extremely rare and very expensive model. I believe I paid around €400 for this model back in 2015. This is the press day Ferrari with the Italian flag running over the whole model. So let's take a look through this amazing model. So first of all, you've got these iconic headlights finished in around this chrome lining, which looks really nice. I love these chrome details that you get from these 50s and 60s Ferraris. I just think it just looks really nice and just shows you the age of the model and the car. You've got these two fog lights at the bottom, I believe. The air intake, which has got the mesh at the back, and the badge in the middle, just a sticker, but it looks quite nice. There's quite a lot of detail on the sticker, and it does stand up and stand out and just sets off the front of the model quite nicely. There's not really that much to say about the front. I mean, there's on these older models, there's not much of, front splitters and all the stuff that you normally see on the modern cars, but I just think the simplicity of it makes it really nice aesthetically. You've got this tricolore stripe running across the model as well, outlined in white. Again, I just like it like that. I think it looks really nice. The model is finished in Rossa Corsa, again iconic colour for Ferrari. You've got the silver spoked wheels as well, which BBR do a great job in replicating. See, there you go, really nicely done by BBR. A lot of detail on the wheels and the rims. Just think it looks really nice. Sets off the age of the model really nicely. You got the air intakes on the side. You've got the black mesh inside there, as you would expect from a BBR models. You've also got mesh on top of the engine bonnet here for cooling, really nice. And you've also got these clips here that hold down the engine bonnet to the main frame, which BBR have done really nicely. You've got to be quite careful when you're dusting these models, because you've got these tiny little clips here on these, especially on the older models, where they're very easily broken. They're so delicate and you have to be very careful when you're dusting them. The doors are done nicely, again finished in this chrome outlining. I really like that. You got the slide windows as well. Now the interior of the model, you can see the huge wooden steering wheel with the Ferrari emblem in the middle. You've got the gear shift on the right hand side, and you haven't got an awful amount of detail in the interior. This is a race car, so I think it'd be quite minimalist inside, but I'll show you a bit more of a closer look in the interior when I've come around the model. Also on the back you've got the vents in here as well, really nicely done by BBR. You can just about see that. It's got the fuel cap here in silver. I think that ties it in quite nicely with the other chrome touches around the model. Really nicely done. So coming around the rear of the model, one of my favourite angles, you've got these quad exhaust pipes finished in chrome. Really nicely done. They really set off the model quite nicely. A lot of detail around the exhausts and around underneath the model, and the lights are done nicely, again finished in this chrome outside here with the indicators and the brake lights. Very nicely done. You've got the boot of the model here, again with the clips here, which you have to be quite delicate of when you're dusting the model. They're very easily, you can very easily break them. You've got the rear window, again finished in the chrome outlining with the parcel shelf. Now I think you can just about see the detail in the interior from the rear window. You've got these blue seats, the steering wheel, the gear shift, the centre console. BBR always have a lot of detail in the interior, just because they are high-end models and you do pay for that detail. So coming around the other side of the model, again very nicely done. You've got the door handles finished in chrome, which ties it in very nicely with the rest of the model. You've got the vents on the side here, very highly detailed, and all the dials in the interior as well. The wipers are done very nicely by BBR. Again, you have to be very careful when you're polishing the model around the windscreen. It's extremely easy to pull up a wiper with a brush or a cloth or anything like that. I might do a video on tips to dust high-end model cars, just mistakes that I've learned first hand from myself, just to watch out for. But overall, I think this is a great model. I think it's you have to have one of these in your collection if you like Ferraris, and if you have a Ferrari classic collection, you have to kind of get the best in terms of the Ferraris from the 60s. I mean, the 250 GTO is an iconic car that will always be remembered as being one of the best, if not the best ever made. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments about what you think of the Ferrari classic content on the channel, whether you like it, whether you want to see some more classic Ferraris on the channel. I definitely love these models from the 1950s and the 1960s. I just think they look amazing and they look better than the modern stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth review on another one of my BBR models, and until next time, enjoy. I will be posting hopefully tomorrow and Friday, maybe once over the weekend. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the content, and please like and subscribe. More videos to come soon. Thank you. Bye.